Hi everybody, this is Jeanne Rodriguez and I am one of the creative crew members for Canvas Core Brands for 2018, and today what I would like to do is share with you this project that I made. Sorry about that. And so I made these tags using the Tattered Angels Mixed Media Origins. I have colored them with distress inks, with sprays, with watercolors, and I really like the way the sprays and the distress inks take. So I thought I would do this using the distress inks because one of the other crew members have done a video, and I'll link her video. She used the Tattered Angels sprays, and so here I'm showing what you get. Although I have colored a bunch of them already, here I'm showing the ones I have already done. I'm not the best at coloring, but I mean, it makes it that much easier. And I just use a watercolor brush, and that one's my favorite. And I do have a lot of them left over. This pack here is called Pretty Things, and I have these images left over. They're really pretty. I really love them. So if you are kind of insecure about coloring, you might want to try it with the distress inks, and I think you'll like the way they turn out. And I want to be able to use the tags that I make here for that canvas journal. Here I did a tag previously so I could share what I did, and I used the Victorian Velvet distress ink, and with vintage photo on the background, and just the tags from Canvas Core. Okay, so here I'll be doing these images. I really like the flower images, and so I decided to do this one for you, and I actually ended up doing 3 of them. So here I'm using the distress ink. The color is Forest Moss, and all I do is blot down the distress pad on my craft mat, and it's really easy to get the color, just grab the color from there. And then once I finish that, I use the distress ink in shaded Lilac to color the flowers. And this is my first voiceover, so you might hear a little bit of background noise. I was trying to go to somewhere where it was quiet. I really like this color. I do go over if you see the black in there that's already on the images, I just go over that as well, because there's, you know, white in between that, so just go ahead and get all the white. Only because I really want it to look, I want the vintage look and worn out look for this project. Another thing that I do as well, just to let you know a little bit ahead of time, I do color the whole background, even though I'm just going to be cutting it and putting it on a tag. The edges of that paper there, I go ahead and just color it anyway, because I don't throw any papers away, and so I can use those on something else. It's already colored, so all I have to do is just use it on whatever whatever would go with it. Yeah, I was trying to record this and to make the process go fast, even though it took a while to record it. Just trying to get it to less than 10 minutes was kind of rough. So I did go over a little bit, but that's okay. missed a spot there. There, I'm all done. So here I just dry it with my heat gun. I mean, it's not really that wet, but I'm going to make sure it's completely dry because the next process I do need it dry. And the next process I'm going to show you I did not do on the previous tag that I showed. Only because I thought of it when I was already done with my other tag. So what I do next is I want to be able to color the background without getting any color on the image. So I use this Distress Glaze, which I've forgotten I had. And so what it does is you just barely need any on your tip of your finger, and you put it on the image, and it's like water resistant, so you won't get any other color or water or anything on it. So it's a really neat product. I've only used it one other time. So normally what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use, you know, put it on there, and then you're supposed to buff it out like with a paper towel or something. And so I mean, I didn't have paper towels, so I just puffed it out with my finger, and it worked pretty good. And so the only thing that I did notice after is that I kind of went out of my image there of the flowers, and so, you know, some of the white part is obviously not going to be able to get some of the background color that I use. And so, but that's okay. I kind of take care of that in a bit. And so what I do here is that's when I'm going to start using the vintage photo. I just put that down on my mat. And this is where I go ahead and color the whole background with that vintage photo. And even though it doesn't get too much near the edge, it's okay because I'll get that colored in. I just dry it, and as you can see right there in the white, you know, on the edge of the flower, that's where that Distress Glaze took to, and as well as on the image. But I'll just go ahead and use a small dauber to just get some color in. But it's a really great product to use. I really like it. So there I'm using the little finger dauber to kind of get around those small areas. And then I'd never done a voiceover, like I said, so just trying to stay caught up. And right here I had started distressing the edge. I don't know what I was thinking. So actually I was going to distress a little bit more on the image because I wanted to really, you know, make it look, I didn't want any white areas, in other words. And so, and then this is where I'm going to adhere it with my Helmer craft glue onto the tag, and those tags are from Corp. And I really love this craft glue. It's like a clear glue, and you can use it in just about anything. So here I just kind of hold it up to the light so I can see where the you know, to center it. And then I go ahead and I had picked out some laces from my stash. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Like I say, I just like the way the distress look and the vintage look, where not everything's like perfect or straight or anything like that. So I know one of my other tags I kind of cut the lace kind of short, but on one end, but I thought that was fine. And then that's all I really do. It's basically um, after, well, I'm almost done. What I do next is I go ahead and use some Tattered Angels spray, and it is like, I think it's called Brown Sheer. I'll go ahead and list that. And I did get some on the flower, which was with the shaded lilac color, but it didn't, with the Distress Glaze, it didn't let it cover it up too much, so it did get a little bit on the top flower, which was okay, but I really love the way it turned out afterwards, and I did get it on the lace as well. And so here I'm just putting a sentiment that is in my stash. It says wonderful, and I just adhere that to the tag, and that's it. So this project is a really easy project to do. If you have any questions, you can leave them down below in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed to Canvas Corp, I hope you will. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Like I say, I'll put my link. My link will be down below as well. So thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a nice week ahead. I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.